This is the city, Serenity, Iowa. Famous former resident Mark Twain, that is Samuel Clemens, lived here for a time and edited the Serenity Journal. Tom Sawyer's daddy went simply gaga over the Serenity sunsets. It's home to 25,000 happy, law-abiding souls. Some not so happy or law-abiding. Serenity, Iowa, known as the Pearl Button capital of the world and the watermelon capital of the world, and most importantly, the fruitcake capital of the world. From 1901 until the 1950s, Serenity's scrumptious fruitcakes were conspicuously consumed worldwide. And then there's the annual holiday stroll, wherein merchants mingle with many a merrymaker. Oh yes, Serenity does love its holiday season. I live here. My name's Vivian Borne. I carry a tote. Also, I own and operate the Trash and Treasures antique shop with my daughter Brandy here in Serenity.
Mother, what kind of way is that to start a story?
Well, it worked for Jack Webb.
What, 50, 60 years ago? Why don't you try it more, travelogue style?
How could I have raised such an unimaginative child? We need drama, danger, like Wildcat Den with its wild cats.
There aren't any wild cats in Wildcat Den. There haven't been for years.
Granted, but there's a spooky old grist mill. Exactly is grist, anyway.
And Fat Man Squeeze.
I understand they're changing that to Overweight Gentleman's Challenge, but you may be onto something there. Let us not forget the Devil's Punch Bowl. Now that's dramatic. And there've been murders in Wildcat Den.
Not lately. Not unless, of course, you count. But that's our story, isn't it? And it starts along the edge of Wildcat Den at the Serenity Community Playhouse. Where do I fit into all of this? Well, I'm Brandy Borne. Back to my maiden name after the divorce. Yes, the divorce was my fault. Perhaps tied to a teensy indiscretion with an old beau at a 10-year high school class reunion. My Chicago banker husband? Oh, he was a catch, till he released me. So I tucked my tail between my legs, and I came back to my little hometown of Serenity. And mother. Oh, Sushi? Don't worry about her. She's at home here. She's theater broken. Did I forget anything? Ah, yeah. Mother is Serenity's local theater diva. That's key. Vivian Borne, she starred in everything from Give 'em Heck Best to playing all of the roles in 12 Angry Women. For a production of the Vagina Monologues, she changed the title to the Virginia Monologues. She did the entire thing with a Southern accent. This season, she's director, and author of the Fruitcake That Saved Christmas. No, Mother is not the fruitcake in question. You should be ashamed of yourself. But not very.
I just don't know how much more I can stand of that woman. If there's one thing I cannot tolerate in theater, it's a diva. Ah, Mr. Foreman, Victor. What a wonderful costume. You make a most convincing hobo.
Yes, well, thank you, Vivian, but I may not need a costume if you can't talk some sense into our star.
Ah, you can only be talking about the great Louise Lamont, the former Hilda Gooch, one-time pride of the Serenity High Drama Club.
Look, Vivian, we both know that we were very lucky to secure the talents of Serenity's most famous artistic emigrant. I mean, we are sold out for the full 2-week run.
Oh, a hot ticket, our Louise. She just came off a 2-year run of Days of Our Destiny. Like the sands of time, these are the days of our destiny. And she's appeared on Broadway many times.
Not lately.
Yeah, well, I know full well TV shots and films, and she reminds us often enough. But Miss Lamont has been so demanding, so uncooperative, that your entire cast is in a virtual state of mutiny.
I know. I'll talk to her. We go way back. Way back.
Oh, well, thank you, Viv. But first, you're going to have to settle the actors down. I mean, they are ready to walk unless Kimberly goes on in Louise's place.
Oh, dear. Sold out tomorrow night. A packed house expecting our famous star in a charity event.
You know, I should have accepted your generous offer to play the lead, but with you already directing and writing your own script, and with the president of the Louise Lamont fan club living locally and able to reach out directly, bringing the former Hilda Gooch back to town seemed like a slam dunk.
Oh, they do play intramural basketball in here between productions. Victor, I'll handle this.
Thank you, Vivian.
My pleasure.
Your pleasure? You can't stand that, but that witch. She has made your life miserable all throughout these rehearsals.
Oh, longer than that, dear. Remember, we go way back.
The cast can't hate her half as much as you do.
If I can stand directing her, they can endure an hour and a half on stage with the witch. I understand a few of you have a teeny tiny teensy weensy issue or two with our visiting artistes. One at a time, please.
We have a problem.
2 problems.
Make that 3.
Do I hear 4?
Ladies first. Martha?
Our star is refusing to wear her bakery uniform. Says it's too drab, that the owner of a factory wouldn't wear a lowly worker's uniform.
Noted. Paul?
Our prima donna is demanding I change the lighting to her specs. Says what I've come up with is too harsh. I told her the changes she wants are impossible at this latest stage. I don't even have the equipment she specifies. And her response? Well, I can't repeat it in mixed company, in any company.
Some aging actresses do have such concerns. Greg, you had an issue.
Couple of microphone squeals in tech rehearsal, and your star suggested a new soundboard might be in order. Maybe even a new sound man.
Martha, Paul, Greg, I will discuss these issues with Louise. Now, Miguel, is your concern in your capacity as assistant stage manager or your role as Franklin Delano Roosevelt?
A lot of people in community theater wear a couple of hats.
Mrs. Borne, I should, in my capacity as stage manager, be able to solve Paul and Martha's problems without bothering the director. You. But Louise won't listen to me. She's utterly dismissive.
Unforgivable. But I beg your indulgence. Miss Lamont is a professional, and no matter how difficult she may be in real life, is quite adept at pretending, and her unique combo of local and national fame is beneficial to us.
You mean she's good box office?
Indeed. Her presence will put many fresh fannies in these vintage seats.
She is awful to deal with, Mrs. Borne. One complaint after the other. Clean up this dressing room. What are you doing in here now? It's too hot. It's too cold. Sheesh!
I don't discount anything any of you say. But remember, she will be gone before you know it. And our expanded audience will still be here.
Yeah, they better be after what we've had to go through.
Listen, everybody. I've taken more of that horrible woman than any of you. She loves nothing more than to say, they couldn't find a grown-up to understudy me, and you'll go on for me when you pry the script from my cold, dead fingers. But we cannot let her ruin this for us.
Absolutely, dear. This is our venue, not hers, and our chance to be seen by a decent crowd for a change.
Okay, I guess.
Nice work, Mother. Well done.
I'm gonna kill that woman.
And get me a coffee. Black. Toot sweet.
Why do you allow her to talk to you like that?
Oh, well, she's just a bit high-strung before a performance.
I know a few people who'd like to see her like that.
Like what, Brandy?
High-strung.
She is a great artiste. We are lucky to have her.
So, how long has Clara been that monster's national fan club president?
Decades, dear. Clara Buffett's the founding member, and there's no term limit on foolishness. I'll tell you how big a diva that creature is.
I don't remember asking.
I write a serious play. She makes a mockery of it.
You were the one who turned FDR into a song and dance man.
Private dressing room, Fiji bottled water, oh, fresh fruit, personal massage.
Oh, it's you. I thought maybe that imbecile woman was back with my coffee. Was there something that you wanted, Vivian? Perhaps to apologize for foisting this miserable excuse of a dressing room on me?
I understand you're unhappy with the lighting.
And for good reason. I saw a recording on someone's phone of last night's dress rehearsal. That ghastly gaffer, he's making me look like a corpse.
Surely a trained professional like yourself, Louise, knows that any concern about lighting needs to be addressed at tech rehearsal. We're beyond the point of no return on that front.
The point of no return?
I'll tell you where the point
But
of no...
maybe Paul can make some adjustments. He's a wonderful lighting technician, has won numerous awards.
What, for horror films?
I'll have Paul make use of some flattering filters and take the brightness down. How will that do?
It will have to, I suppose. But you tell that high school friend of ours, Greg Palmer, the supposed sound technician, that I will walk off stage if I hear so much as one feedback squeal.
Sometimes negative feedback can't be avoided, dear.
Well, this time it better be.
Now about your costume in Act 1, which I'm told you regard as drab. It's the Depression, dear, and the Fruitcake factory is failing.
You're telling me that a factory owner would dress like one of her drudges?
The real Hattie Ann Babcock wore the same apparel as her employees in a show of solidarity in dire times. Knowing your dedication to realism, I can't imagine you want to wear anything else.
You bring me in from the Big Apple to look like an old tomato.
Maybe our wardrobe mistress, Martha, will find time before opening tomorrow night to make some figure-flattering alterations. But remember, dear, Marilyn Monroe looked stunning in a potato sack.
Well, why don't you get into one then? You have a passable shape for a woman of your years. Now, if you'll just stop this harangue and take your daughter and keep that animal of hers away from me. I'll wear the dismal thing. Ugh. But no photos. Cell phones collected at the door.
You're a real trooper. Now, is there anything else I can do for our leading lady?
Yes. You can find out who put the dead rat in my dressing room.
Don't look at me. I didn't think of it.
Such a sick, cruel prank to play.
Where is the thing?
Well, it's not here now. I had that cretin Clara remove it.
I doubt anybody put a dead rat in your dressing room, Miss Lamont.
Did I ask for your opinion?
Leroy, the janitor, said that there has been a recent infestation at the playhouse. Says that the critters are coming in from the cornfields to get warm.
Or perhaps they're coming in to sample some of your mother's corn. The script is full of it. But be that as it may, this best not happen again.
We'll inform the rats.
What did you say?
Never mind, Brandy. Not everyone is attuned to her unique sense of humor.
Is that what it is?
Leroy informs me he's put out traps.
Ah, rat traps for a rat trap. How fitting. But it's a relief to know that someone is doing their job in this podunk playhouse.
Well, goodbye, dear. Have a good dress rehearsal. Break a leg.
You wish.
Actors, they're such children.
You're telling me.
Isn't there something constructive you might be doing?
There's the fruitcake to collect.
Then collect it, dear. The icebox awaits.
Ours is not to reason why. Mother still calls the refrigerator an icebox. Like when the Iceman cometh with a big block of the stuff and tongs, I'm to be waiting at the curb to meet him. These fruitcakes are straight from the Borne kitchen. Mother's nothing if not a stickler for detail. She tracked down a descendant of the Fruitcake Factory family. She hounded the poor guy until he coughed up the original antique recipe. Coughing up, incidentally, is what I want to do every time I have a bite of any fruitcake. There's the little devil.
Angel, you mean? Afraid it's not safe for her anymore. I heard they put rat poison out.
Oh, Sushi has a refined little snout. She'll eat almost anything but rat pellets. Don't let her near the fruitcake.
Your dog likes fruitcake?
The first fruitcake Mother made for the play, Sushi climbed up on the table, ate the whole thing.
Goodness!
Goodness had nothing to do with it. I found her with her tummy swollen and a fruitcake missing in action.
Don't worry, I won't let her anywhere near it.
I trust you're off book.
Well, I don't have much of a part, a few lines.
You better be up on the leads lines, too. At any moment, La Lamont could walk off in a snit.
I'm afraid that I may be responsible for her bad mood. Don't tell anybody.
Why would you be responsible?
Well, when she first got here, she hit on Miguel, and, well, he and I are...
Everybody knows you two are an item.
In her defense, Louise hadn't been here long enough. She hadn't picked up on that. Not that would have mattered, anyway. But she went after him like...
Sushi after a cat?
More like a cat after a mouse. Miguel wasn't having any of it, and I told her nicely to keep her mitts off my man, and she's been making trouble for us ever since.
Yeah, I picked up on that.
She badmouthed us to Vivian, tried to poison our director against us.
Mother isn't any more a fan of our esteemed guest star than you, or anyone in the cast is.
You would never guess. She treats Louise with kid gloves.
Trust me, she'd rather be using boxing gloves. Or take the gloves off.
Ladies,
Your Honor.
I see you're guarding my key to the city.
Sushi is. Let's go grab it.
I can't believe this, but I'm nervous. I've got those butterflies you hear about.
This is no different than giving a speech at the county fair, Your Honor.
But it is. And you're an old hand at this. I'm just a novice.
You couldn't get me out there with a whip. I am strictly a backstage girl. Anyway, that's where all the real drama's at.
If you say so, Brandy. I'll be out front until my scene comes up. You know, I've never had any trouble with our guest. The Lamont woman, she seems to like me.
Two things could explain that.
Oh?
You told her she was great in her Cagney and Lacey guest shot, and you asked for her autograph.
That's true.
Mother told her you're independently wealthy.
Well, that's not.
Well, if you want to keep Louise on your good side, best keep that to yourself.
Better get out there.
Remember, there's no small actors, just great big obnoxious divas. Hey, you better get out there. Dress rehearsal's about to start.
That's our famous fruitcake, I take it?
Yes, take it.
Oh, well, gather round, folks, gather round. This time of year, it's nice to have a fire to warm you. Once upon a time, I was a working man. I ran the second shift at the Serenity Fruitcake Company. What's that? You say you never heard of Serenity, Iowa, and its famous fruitcake? Well, sit yourself down. Get warm, get comfy. It were back in that nasty winter of '32, worst cold spell of the entire Depression. Most men in Serenity were throwed out of work as business after business went bust. One local firm kept head above water, though. The Serenity Fruitcake Factory.
What are you doing, dear?
Holding for applause, of course.
There is no audience here at the moment. Get on with it.
Everyone, I have an important announcement to make. It breaks my heart to inform you of this, my loyal workers, my friends. But I fear it has come to this. I must close our factory. Due to these hard times, the price of candied fruits and nuts has skyrocketed, and prohibition has effectively put an end to adding rum to our cakes. I see no alternative other than to shut down production.
Ma'am, couldn't we get our ingredients from the black market? I know a certain fellow.
No, absolutely not. I will not do business with speakeasy ruffians. That is not the American way.
Well, I might have an alternative.
Yes, do tell.
Remember the original factory recipe before we jazzed it all up on you?
Well, of course I do. It was a simple recipe, but delicious in its old-fashioned way. Why, we still use the slogan from those times. Simple, but with integrity. But what does that have to do with our predicament?
Well, what if we go back to using the original factory recipe?
I have addressed this with you before, Vivian, and you've done nothing about it. But this scene, what? Is this about me or this stupid cook?
I have never seen an actor interrupt the final run-through at the Playhouse. It's a theatrical no-no.
Madam, this is dress rehearsal. Return to your position.
Oh, you amateur hacks. I'll need to test the recipe first. Could you make one?
Why, I already have. I took the liberty of making a sample.
Hi, you clever girl. Let me taste the cake and see if it's as delicious as I remember. You expect me to eat that, Vivian? Ugh, it's rancid.
The list of people who don't care for fruitcake, Louise, is a long one. Please resume. Lord, save me from drama queens.
Oh my God. Does she have a heart attack?
She got to have a heart for that.
Mother.
I'm afraid the dying scene we just witnessed was all too real.
How can you be sure that she's gone? I mean, shouldn't we call the paramedics or something? Right now?
That would be a waste of time and taxpayer money. Louise Lamont was poisoned to death by that fruitcake.
How can you know, Vivian?
Tell them, Brandy.
Sushi didn't try to eat the fruitcake.
End scene. I have seated you thusly for the sake of the imminent investigation, just as we've sealed off our stage set to prevent contamination of the crime scene. We must not intermingle and or compare notes.
Oh, with all due respect, Vivian, who put you in charge?
Do you ever notice when someone says, with all due respect, nothing respectful ever follows? You put me in charge, Victor, when you hired me to direct. Where's our sound man?
Greg had a family emergency. He'll be back shortly.
Where's that janitor?
He's sleeping on a pile of Excelsior in the basement.
Well, someone wake him up.
I take Mother's direction just fine, when I feel like it. She dispatched me to call Chief of Police Tony Cassato to handle things personally, since he and I are friends. Just friends. That's him now.
You've dealt with Mrs. Borne before,
Oh, yes.
so you know what you're in for.
Roger that.
Well, you got here quick.
Well, we have a siren. You might have noticed. Go on in and assess the situation. I'll be in shortly.
Yes, Chief.
Look, you gave me the basics on the phone. Now let me give you a few.
Jeez, it's nice to see you too.
It's always nice to see you, just not at a crime scene.
Look, this is not Mother's fault. I mean, she's directing the play. She wrote the script. She was really just trying to take over until you got here. Really, we're just friends. Friends with bennies.
Look, Brandy, I can't have Vivian playing amateur sleuth, right? I mean, last year, she got in my way twice on a murder investigation.
Hey, Mother was a huge help on those cases. Tell the truth. Mother solved those cases for him. Yeah, I mean, Tony was a help. What are friends for?
Look, if amateur sleuth was a real thing, she'd be great. But it isn't. And if she gets hurt or killed, or if something happens to you...
Seems to me that we have a case of a fatal fruitcake. And I'm not about to eat any fruitcake, poisoned or otherwise.
So you said on the phone the victim was disliked?
If by disliked you mean that everybody inside the theater is a viable murder suspect, then yeah, you could call it disliked.
Louise Lamont, huh? I read the article online. Sounds like she was a big deal locally.
Well, she's got she had some national fame. She's an old rival of Mother's from high school.
Oh, well, that's more like it.
What is?
Your mother as murder suspect, not Miss Marple.
Hey, don't be so sure. Before you moved to Serenity, she played Miss Marple right here at the Playhouse in a musical adaptation of Agatha Christie's The Body in the Library. Unauthorized, of course.
Oh, so I already have cause to arrest her. Hey, where's that little dog of yours?
Oh, I locked her in the prop room with water and a bone. I didn't think you wanted her underfoot.
Well, it's more that she's just gonna smell my dog Rocky, and I just didn't really want to get a leg dance.
Oh, Tony, sometimes I think you have no romance in your soul.
Oh.
Oh, here's Chief Cassato now. So glad you're here. I could use a little help.
I don't want any.
Are you quite certain? I know these people. I know this place, these environs. A good investigator makes use of resources at the scene. Well, here I am.
Fine. Vivian, you can accompany me, but keep a lid on it. Some of you I know and some I don't. I'm Chief of Police Anthony Cassato, and I will be personally handling the investigation into Miss Lamont's death. Right now, a forensics team is on its way here from Iowa City to process the crime scene. In the meantime, Officer Monroe will circulate amongst you to collect your names and contact information. Get comfy. I'm afraid we're going to have to hold you here at the theater for a while.
Chief, I would hope that after we've given our contact information, we might all be allowed to leave.
Your Honor, I'm afraid you're going to be stuck here for a while.
Can't we at least use our cell phones? I mean, some of us have friends, you know.
If you've not yet texted your babysitter, significant other, what have you, please do so. Let's leave friends out of the loop, shall we? Officer Monroe will be collecting your cell phones until I have had the chance to speak with each of you individually. We are going to have to separate you. Can't have you in here while the crime scene is being processed and while a key piece of evidence is being removed.
He means Louise's corpse. Excuse me, that was insensitive until her dead body is bagged and tagged.
Oh, so much better.
I would suggest that we gather them all in the late Louise's dressing room. We could spray the air with her favorite perfume, which frankly she wore too heavily. Poison, nolly but goody, if a tad on the nose tonight. Anywho, that fragrance floating in the air like the ghost of the dead diva will almost certainly spook our guilty party into giving up a key clue or even confessing.
Vivian, get hold of yourself, okay? Or else it's out skis for you.
But I'm a witness too. I'd make a pretty decent suspect, come to think of it.
Here's what I want you to do. I can't tell you what I really want you to do, but help me to secure locations where we can sequester these witnesses.
Suspects.
So that I can interview them individually.
So that we can interview them separately.
And I can see if one of them slips up.
Yes, I think we have a plan of action. A meeting of the minds.
God help us. Just me and a building full of theater folk. It's like a dream come true.
Isn't it though? We'll witness some real theatrics tonight.
Listen, the smartest thing to do would be to interrogate everybody.
Interview. That's the preferred term now. It's less threatening.
To interview everyone in their own surroundings.
Their natural habitats.
Right, like the sound guy at a station, the wardrobe mistress in the wardrobe room, the actors in the makeup area, and so on.
That's what I was thinking. Excuse me.
Dear, I want you to go along on these interviews, and because sometimes you come up with a good question to ask, and then we can compare mental notes at home.
Comparing mental notes with you is gonna be so educational.
It really should.
You handle questioning the two young women who were playing bakery workers.
You really make them out to be suspects, Chief?
Well, we can't rule anyone out when the leading lady gets murdered.
The whole cast and crew are suspects. Understood. Do you want individual interviews for the two girls?
They're not prime suspects. Interviewing them together is fine.
But if something presents itself, bring them in?
You got it. But if it doesn't, send them home. We're going to start our interviews in the victim's dressing room.
You reconsidered my notion of creating an ambiance with Louise's perfume.
No, I haven't. But there is a suspect I would like to start with, and the Lamont woman's dressing room works as well as anywhere.
Yes, a shrewd psychological gambit. Who do you have in mind? You can't be serious.
You said yourself, you're a suspect.
Why, that's ridiculous. Louise and I were great friends, going all the way back to our salad days, although she rather preferred slaw. To each her own.
No jealousy when you were competing for the same parts in the high school drama club? No envy over her subsequent success in the world of theater?
How could there be? I played off-Broadway myself. Way off-Broadway, it might be said.
Way off-Broadway.
And her success in TV and films was nothing I ever coveted. Live theater was my métier.
No old wounds reopened when she came back to the Playhouse and proved to be difficult?
Hardly. Didn't I invite her here? Although she really did have quite the ego. But she owed me from years back, and frankly, I think she enjoyed returning to Serenity, the hometown heroine.
Or a fly returning to the spider's web?
She was doing me a favor, and our ticket sales are through the roof.
Maybe you wanted to go on in her place.
This is why you need my help, Chiefy dear. You do not have your bearings in this venue or this case. Kimberly is the understudy and a wonderful talent. Besides, even if I were up on the Hetty Ann Babcock role, there's a role I relish far more.
And what role is that?
Amateur sleuth. And where would the local constabulary be without me?
Oh, well, I'll just tell you.
That's enough, Tony. So who's on the spot next? I hardly knew the woman.
You aren't much of a suspect, I admit. But I do need a rundown of your movements.
I have a feeling you already know all about my daughter's movements.
Tell us about the fruitcake.
Well, there are 2 fruitcakes, actually. Not counting the half dozen inedible prop ones. Mother made the 2 edible pair at home.
With or without poison?
That is not an ingredient I added.
She tracked down the original recipe.
Oh, a stickler for detail.
Put a lid on it, Vivian.
There's no lid. You just put the batter and the goodies in the pan. Bake it. No lid.
Let's back up. 2 fruitcakes, you say?
Yes. So there's a working refrigerator in the basement. So I took the 2 boxed fruitcakes and I put them in the ice box. I put them in the fridge yesterday before tech.
Tech?
Tech rehearsal. where you had all the technical elements like the lighting cues, the sound, the music, the props, things like that. And the actors.
Okay.
So today, around 7:30, I went down and I grabbed one of the boxes. That means the other one is still down there.
Tell me about the box that you fetched.
It was labeled dress for tonight's dress rehearsal. The other one was in a box labeled opening for opening night tomorrow.
Go on.
So I brought it upstairs. I set it on the prop shelf in the off-right wings.
Was there anyone else in the wings?
Kimberly was there with Sushi. Sushi kind of has a run of the place. Tends to gravitate towards Kim, actually. Hurts my feelings. Then there was the mayor.
Mayor Carter was there? The whole time?
No, just a couple of minutes. He was just checking on his key to the city. Then he went out front to wait. He's not on until the second scene.
Was Kimberly there the whole time?
No. A little before 8, she went and took her position on stage. She nearly bumped into Martha, who was coming the other way.
Martha, she plays the cook?
Yes, she collects the fruitcake.
So the only people who were alone with that fruitcake in the wings were you, Martha, Kimberly, and Mayor Carter.
Yes.
But anyone could have gotten to that fruitcake when it was in the basement refrigerator.
I guess. Except nobody uses that kitchen. They've got a modern one upstairs. And I was using it to keep people from eating the edible props.
You didn't want anybody to eat the fruitcake?
No. Some people actually like those things.
Well, that'll do it for now. I will need both of you to give official statements, of course.
Of course. Chief Cassato. May I suggest that, without further ado, you see about sealing off the maintenance closet?
Why?
It's sure to contain an interesting array of potentially lethal chemical items. Rat poison, for example, has been used here of late. Nasty vermin coming in from out of the cold. Though, who can blame them? Who are we to judge?
I'll get my officer on that. You two stay here. This space actually works really well for interviewing our first suspect.
Third suspect. Now's our chance to search for clues.
Shouldn't we wait for the police to do that?
Did you see your beau sealing off this room for the forensics team? No, but he drags 2 innocent females in here and browbeats them relentlessly.
He didn't browbeat us. And it was your suggestion.
Don't tell me how soon he'll be back. Do not tarry.
Did either of you have any interaction with the guest artist? Did either of you witness any unpleasantness between the guest artist and anyone in the cast or crew? How about friction between the Bornes and the victim? Was the victim difficult to work with in rehearsals? Was there any animosity between the play's director and the rest of the cast?
You check the wastebasket in the clothes rack. I'll check the vanity. Nothing. But I won't let that stop me.
Mother, are you having a good time?
You know moi, always looking at the brighter side.
I didn't even know Louise Lamont. You were friends at one point, weren't you?
I would call us rivals, not in love. Her taste in men was her own. But we often went after the same roles in drama club, and we lost out to each other.
No, what I mean is that you seem delighted for another opportunity to play amateur sleuth when someone that you knew, and knew well at one point, was just murdered. You seem to be taking it just a little too
lightly. That's just my way, dear. Besides, there's nothing more we can do for Louise now. No way to help her, except to find her killer.
Okay, I get that.
All that could be said of that malevolent, unknown individual is that the death delivered was a swift one, and that the murderer is somewhere in this theater right now.
Something wicked this way comes.
Now you've done it.
Done what?
Quoted Shakespeare.
You told me to read the Bard. That's what I've been doing.
You quoted the Scottish play.
Oh, dear. There's a Shakespeare play that starts with the letter M. It's considered terribly bad luck in theater.
You know what you have to do to dispel the curse.
Yeah.
Do it!
To be or not to be.
That should do it.
I'm not even gonna ask.
Tony, from when I set the fruitcake on the prop table to when Martha came to pick it up, it was maybe 15 minutes. There is no way that anybody could have tampered with that without me seeing.
So the fruitcake downstairs must have been turned into a murder weapon before you went to get it.
I suppose somebody could have gone looking for it to add a secret ingredient.
Looked upstairs, didn't find it, came downstairs.
No one uses that kitchen down in the catacombs.
Doesn't make it impossible, though. Somebody might have gone down there to make out, have a smoke or a joint. Maybe somebody kept their beer down there.
And stumbled on the fruitcakes in the fridge and decided to become a murderer.
What if someone saw me bringing the 2 boxed fruitcakes into the theater on tech night?
Enough supposition. Let's see if we can pry a few facts from our suspects.
Let's set the stage.
I was catching some air during the time in question. And as for Miss Lamont, I barely knew her. But she was always friendly.
How much interaction did you have?
I frankly avoided her as much as possible.
Well, why is that, Mayor Carter?
Well, you see, I'm a married man, and she was rather flirtatious.
Helps to be mayor and reputedly wealthy.
If Mrs. Carter were here, we'd have a real suspect.
She wasn't a bad person, just a true artiste. She had fans all around America, the world.
You would know as president of her fan club.
Oh, yes. And in our correspondence, she was unfailingly friendly.
Not so friendly here, was she? Didn't she make your life a misery?
She was a great talent. All actors are temperamental. She'll be missed.
Where were you in the half hour before the curtain went up?
Right outside Miss Lamont's dressing room door, in case she needed anything. And to give her her 5-minute mark before she went on.
Did anyone see you?
Maybe a few cast members. I don't recall exactly which.
I had very little to do with our guest artist. I picked her up at the airport, and on the way to the Merritt Hotel, I offered her a few compliments. At which point she said she'd had a tiring flight and Did I mind if we didn't talk? I complied.
Did you have any interaction with Louise here at the Playhouse?
No.
Change of subject. Victor, have you spoken with Natalie Shoemaker?
Who? Oh, Natalie Shoemaker. She's the chair of our Playhouse Board of Directors. And no, Vivian, not yet.
Fill her in on our situation here if Tony doesn't object. Let her know that despite these sorrowful circumstances, I am prepared to maintain the show business tradition.
What tradition? Nobody mentioned the Scottish play.
The show must go on, dear. There's no business like show business. That's Irving Berlin, not Shakespeare.
What does my wife filing for divorce have to do with anything?
That was just last week, I understand.
Why is it any concern of yours? It's not police business. It's a personal matter. Or did Sarah say I beat her or something? That's bull.
No, I have an unofficial but sometimes reliable source.
The news is all over town, Paul. The tom-toms are beating. Can I say that, or is that politically incorrect?
I should have known. The biggest gossip in town, spreading her garbage all around.
Well, then you shouldn't put your garbage out for pickup, Paul, dear. Everyone at the Playhouse knows that Louise Lamont was barely in town when she put her orthopedic shoes under your bed.
Not that it's anybody's business, but it was a one-night stand. Well, two-night. I think the diva just wanted to get on the good side of the lighting guy.
Whichever side you took, it cost you a marriage.
Louise had almost nothing to do with that. Sarah and me, we've been having trouble lately. A gossip queen like you, Vivian, probably knew that before we did.
Or maybe a two-night stand wasn't good enough for you. Maybe you wanted a third night and Louise didn't.
Sounds like maybe it's all you got, Cassato. But I admit to being guilty of one thing.
Oh?
Giving that monster unflattering lighting. Just tonight, Vivian asked me to adjust the stage lights after Louise bitched. Right, Viv?
True. You made that change?
Of course I did. I know exactly what I'm doing. You know how many Pro-Am awards I've received for my productions here?
7. So you made that adjustment tonight. When exactly?
Must have been, I don't know, 15 minutes before curtain?
Did that adjustment take you through the stage left wings?
Of course. I'll have to access the stage light scaffolding.
Did you see the prop fruitcake anywhere there?
Yeah, on the counter back there. You mean if I'd had a bite, I might have croaked?
One bite's all it would take.
Ha! No worries. I'd rather die than eat a piece of that crap.
Did you happen to see Martha in the stage left wing?
No sign of her. You want a real murder motive, Cassato? Ask our esteemed wardrobe mistress about the costumes she's been selling out the back door. Louise caught her at it.
And you know this how?
Hello, Todd.
You can try to make me a suspect all you want, but it won't play. Louise Lamont was an awful woman. Nobody liked her. And she had such a rarefied opinion of herself for someone who just got fired off of a soap opera.
You had no history with the murder victim?
None whatsoever.
Then she didn't know that you'd been selling off Playhouse costumes.
That is a damn lie. Vivian, I swear to you, I would never sell Playhouse costumes for personal gain. I mean, why would I jeopardize my job here? Not to mention my reputation.
Chief Cassato, you must cease besmirching this good woman's name. I suggest you lay this scurrilous rumor to rest. A check of the inventory list against the costumes in wardrobe should clear this right up. Is that a suitable solution, dear?
What do you say, Martha? Is that our next step? Checking the inventory?
All right. So I sold a few out-of-date costumes.
But my budget here is crippling. Everything I got went into the costume account. Every penny.
Did the money go into the account immediately or after Louise threatened to go to the board?
After. Since she'll find this out anyway, I gave Louise $1,000 out of my own account.
Ouch. Sounds a bit like a bribe. Or blackmail.
I'm not here to investigate whatever financial crimes you may or may not have committed.
Thank you.
But you are the person who passed the plate of poisoned fruitcake to the murder victim.
Splendid alliteration.
Mother, focus.
I didn't kill her. I don't mourn her, but I didn't kill her. Kudos to whoever did.
That's a little harsh.
So was placing a dead rat in her dressing room, which I fully admit to doing. Is that a crime, Chief Cassato?
Littering? Just wondering.
In the 15 minutes before the curtain went up, did you see anyone in the... What do you call that area?
Off left wings.
Off left wings?
2 to 3 minutes before we began, various cast members came from the dressing rooms at the rear and around to the stage.
Steady stream?
Yes.
And in the 10 minutes prior to that?
Nobody?
The fruitcake was never left unattended?
Yes. No. I did take a bathroom break.
How long was that?
I didn't time it.
Educated guess.
5 to 8 minutes?
How would you like it if I locked you out of your office? My cleaning cart's in there, all of my supplies. How do you expect me to keep this place shipshape?
Your office, Leroy, that is, janitorial closet, is being checked for hazardous materials.
Oh. Well, people are saying that actress was murdered. But it's tough to kill somebody with a mop and pail.
Cleaning materials can be hazardous to one's health.
There's some stuff in there you wouldn't want a small child to get into or anything. Listen, do I need a lawyer?
Do you? I can recommend one. Mine, Mr. Eckhart, got a murderer off once in 1954.
He sounds pretty old.
A spry 97.
Vivian, if you don't mind.
I'm just a quiet little mouse, not a peep. Of course, you know, mice don't peep. That would be baby chicks. And
the forensics techs are analyzing the cleaning fluids in that closet.
Those folks must be pretty crammed in there. It's pretty small to be running tests inside of.
No, those materials have been removed for testing.
Then can I get back in? I got a pile of Excelsior in there I could rest on until you and your people clear out. I was told not to leave.
You have a rodent problem, I understand. You've been putting poison out?
Yes, sir.
Pellets?
Powder. Mice will eat pellets, but rats are smarter, more particular.
Arsenic-based?
Now I'm surprised at you, Chief Cassato. Arsenic and rat poison is old hat, but modern rodenticides can still be deadly to human beings.
Is that janitorial closet kept locked?
Only when I go home at night. Nothing worth stealing.
So anyone in the theater during the day would have access?
They would. If they saw I was busy with a mop and pail someplace in the theater, they could come help themselves. That about it.
What was this family emergency that took you away in the aftermath of the tragedy?
My wife texted me to come home and fix the water heater. Our basement was half flooded.
We're going to want to see that text and talk to your wife.
Yeah, whatever you need. But she didn't have anything to do with this place. She hates theater.
Where were you in the 15 minutes before the curtain went up?
Right here. Where else would I be?
You tell me.
I had nothing against the dead woman. She bitched to Mrs. Borne about some feedback. But hey, if I killed everyone who complained about a microphone squeal, I'd be in the record books next to Jeffrey Dahmer.
What a lovely thought. I have a few questions for this sound man, if you don't mind, Chief Cassato.
Would it matter if I did?
We were in high school together, Greg. Perhaps you remember me.
Anyone who ever met you, Vivian, remembers you. It's the forgetting part you gotta work on.
Why, thank you. I remember you too. Prom king your junior year, captain of the basketball team, all-state guard.
Yeah, a lot of schools scouted me.
Where did you go to college?
Oh, I didn't. I blew out my knee senior year playing against Dubuque. It was never the same after that. Me or the knee.
Didn't you marry shortly after graduation?
Yeah, but it didn't last.
So sad. Basketball hero marries the belle of the drama club.
And we're just a couple crazy kids.
One of whom ran off to New York and made the big time. Broadway, TV, later films. The other took a different path.
You were married to Louise Lamont?
Just for a couple weeks. It didn't mean anything. Not to her, anyway. When she came to Serenity for the play, she made a point of telling me something.
Oh, what?
If I come near her, she's gonna get me fired. And I need this job.
I was backstage during the time you mentioned, and I did have keys to the janitor's closet. And just about anywhere else in the theater. I'm the stage manager. Louise Lamont was a dreadful woman. But I didn't wish her dead.
You think you don't protest too much. Careful, Mother, that's Shakespeare. Not to worry, dear, that's from Hamlet.
We were told that Louise hit on you shortly after rehearsals began.
That didn't go anywhere.
I think I'll play a card off the bottom of the deck. Careful, it isn't a joker. Pardon the interruption, but Miguel, isn't it true that you and Louise did have a dalliance?
Mother loves to say, isn't it true, to a suspect. It's so Perry Mason.
No, where did you hear that? Who told you?
Well, didn't you? She hit on you and it was a home run. And she threatened to tell Kimberly all about it.
Yes, she did. But I told Kim myself before Louise could even get to her. And anyway, it was just a one-night stand.
That's one less night than Paul managed.
It would seem Louise got around.
She did like standing ovations.
Who did I see in the half hour before curtain? Well, of course, there was Brandy and Sushi in the off-left wings. And then I went across to the off-right wings. I don't remember exactly how it went, but Martha was over there, except for when she went to the restroom. And Paul came down from the flies at some point. And I think that's about it.
Where was the fruitcake?
On the counter back there.
Were you alone with the fruitcake?
He's making it sound like the fruitcake is a suspect. No, dear, the fruitcake is the murder weapon.
I'm sure I was alone with it. I'm not sure for how long. Chief Cassato, there is no one who can prove my innocence. But I am innocent.
When did you become aware that Miguel had had an affair with the Lamont woman?
He told me. It hadn't gone around to the cast and crew yet, but of course it did. Anyway, it wasn't anything serious.
Just a sleepover.
Mrs. Borne. A couple of days earlier, Miguel and I had an argument. And we broke up. Then he came around, told me about Louise, begged my forgiveness and to take him back again. Is there anything else?
No. That'll do for now. Thank you. What do we think about our cast of characters?
I think I know, dear Chief, that you have the kind of problem no detective relishes.
What's that?
Too many suspects, all with means, opportunity, and motive.
Vivian, a word? Vivian, I've spoken with our Playhouse chair.
And what does Mrs. Shoemaker have to say about our situation?
Well, she says that despite this terrible tragedy, we should go forward with tomorrow's opening night.
Oh, I don't know. It would seem in questionable taste doing so.
Opening night's a benefit, as you know, and the food pantry is counting on our contribution this Christmas. We simply can't let our more unfortunate citizens down.
We may well take serious criticism if we press forward.
Possibly, but we both know that our little understudy is more than up to the job.
I am quite certain Kimberly would be wonderful in the role, but I don't know.
Vivian, I'm afraid you've been overruled. In the great show business tradition, the show must go on.
I am reluctant, but I see it's out of my hands.
Thank you, Vivian.
Yes! So, show must go on, huh? And you're just heartbroken at such a gross display of poor taste.
Oh, be quiet, dear. Nobody likes a smarty pants. It is true, isn't it, Chiefy? You can release our theater from its crime scene quarantine?
Might work to our advantage at that. Yeah, Vivian, let's go ahead and send everybody home until the big show tomorrow. After all, the play's the thing.
Ugh, Tony, now you've done it.
What?
That's Shakespeare.
No problem. Hamlet again. In the meantime, I'll announce to the cast and crew that the Fruitcake That Saved Christmas is going on.
I've released the forensic team and I have called the hospital morgue to come make a pickup.
Louise Lamont has one last key role to perform.
Her final curtain call, an autopsy.
You'll report at the Playhouse at the time previously set, with the major difference that Kimberly, our gifted understudy, will be assuming the role of Hattie Ann Babcock.
You are all persons of interest in this investigation, released on your own recognizance. No skipping out on the play and leaving town.
See you all on the big night. It's been a terribly trying day, dear. You must go home and get a good night's sleep. Tomorrow's the first day of the rest of your theatrical life.
I just don't think I can.
Kim, no matter what the circumstances, this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
It's only once in a lifetime because of a death. Shouldn't we do the respectful thing and call off the show?
Do you think that Diva would have hesitated to step in if the roles were reversed?
Stop it! I won't be manipulated. It doesn't matter that we didn't like her. She was murdered on that stage. Maybe I should hit my mark by standing in the chalk body outline.
Oh, there isn't one. That's a procedure Chief Cassato doesn't employ.
I was just trying to make a point.
Like all directors, I have an admitted manipulative streak. Please excuse my poor taste. The decision is yours to make, of course. Though if we don't go on, the less fortunate of Serenity will have to do without a Christmas dinner.
I'll do it. But only because something good has to come from this.
I am so glad that you restrained your manipulative streak.
The important thing now is that the show will go on. And Kimberly, she'll go out there an understudy and come back a star. Suspect.
Everybody, I have an important announcement to make. I'm going to want to try the old recipe first. Could you make one?
Why, I already have. The original fruitcake recipe.
I took the liberty of making a sample.
Why, you clever girl. Let's see if it's as good as I remember. Why, it's delicious. Simple, but with integrity.
We would like to thank the Serenity Fruitcake Factory for this gracious tour of this impressive facility. Is that not correct, Mr. President?
We have nothing to cheer but fruitcake itself.
Mr. President, please accept this key to Serenity, the world capital of pearl buttons, watermelon, and fruitcake.
I welcome a tribute to a capital city 3 times over.
To honor your visit, Mr. President, we have prepared our original recipe fruitcake, especially for you.
Oh dear, we don't poison the president.
Never too late for a plot twist.
Louis, you know how I abhor fruitcake. It has dates that will live in infamy.
Why, sir, I'll handle this. On this day, I proclaim Serenity's fruitcake delicious.
Why, it is delicious. And with simplicity personified, but with integrity. Most exhilarating.
The United States government is prepared to order 1,000 of these fantastic fruitcakes.
Can you manage an order of that size?
Absolutely, Mr. President. The workers that I've been forced to lay off shall return to work and look forward to a very Merry Christmas with their families.
I smell a Pulitzer Prize. I smell something. Well, what did you think of our little production? Put you in a festive mood?
Oh, I just got here, ladies.
Why'd you bother even coming at all?
Because I have a job to do. You're the director, Vivian. Round up Paul, Martha, Miguel, Kimberly, Clara, Mayor Carter, Victor Foreman, Leroy, and Greg out here right now.
Where? The makeup area might work?
Right here will do. Center stage seems like as good a place as any to act this out. We've uncovered some new information. which challenges every assumption we have made in this investigation.
You can release everyone else, Chief Cassato. I'm the one you're looking for. I poisoned the fruitcake.
Not meaning to usurp the chief's role in all this, but I would remind you all that you have the right to remain silent.
Thank you, Vivian. I'll handle this.
Mrs. Borne, Chief Cassato, I will waive any reading of my rights. It was selfish of me to go on tonight. Just horribly selfish. So much applause, yet I feel dead inside. I lied to myself. I was only going on tonight because opening night was for charity. But I must take responsibility for my actions.
You don't have to lie for me, Kim. Chief, she's just trying to protect me. I poisoned the fruitcake.
No, Miguel is trying to protect me. Do you think I could live with myself? Letting you take the blame for me?
Or the two of you were in on it together, trying to create reasonable doubt as to which one of you is telling the truth.
Maybe they both are, Chief Cassato. What if each acted without the other's knowledge?
Oh my God, you didn't. Oh my God, what have we done?
What did you do, dear?
Mother, no one saw Miguel in either of the wings when the fruitcake might have been doctored. And there wasn't enough time when Martha and Paul weren't around for two people to play poisoner.
Nicely alliterative, dear.
Oh, okay. A few nights ago, we were kidding around saying, wouldn't it serve Louise right if she missed opening night and Kim went on instead? We joked about how a little sprinkling of rat poison would make Louise too sick to go on.
Hilarious.
Then, tech night, I was down in the basement reviewing my lines when I saw you, Brandy, arriving with the fruitcakes. There was some rat poisoning set out, and I impulsively went over, opened the fridge, and sprinkled a little bit on the one marked dress. Just enough to make Louise sick.
Oh no. Oh my God, I did it too. I filched some rat poison from the janitor's supply closet. But I lost my nerve. And then when I was in the backstage, alone with the fruitcake, I sprinkled a little on, and I never dreamed it could be fatal.
Neither one of us meant for Louise to get anything but sick. But combined with what we both did, it was an accident.
We're not murderers.
Not intentionally. Does this make it involuntary homicide for both of them, or just for Kim, who applied the second dose?
Neither, Vivian. Louise didn't die of rat poison. The rodenticide that we identified was bromadiolone, an anticoagulant.
Baked into the fruitcake itself?
Nothing was baked in. That little amount that was sprinkled on wasn't enough to do much, except make that fruitcake taste even worse than fruitcakes usually do.
Then Miguel and I didn't kill her?
No. You may have acted like rats, but you didn't poison her. Well, not to death, anyway. That fruitcake may have saved Christmas, but it didn't kill your leading lady.
What did kill her, Tony?
Louise was killed by good old-fashioned arsenic. Her autopsy included a Marsh test. It's a highly sensitive method for the detection of arsenic. It revealed a deadly dose of arsenic that was absorbed through the skin.
Could your lab rats, could they tell what part of Louise's skin absorbed the arsenic?
Yeah. Her face. Takes about an hour to have an effect.
Mother, you took photos on your phone of Louise's vanity in her dressing room. Can you pull those up for me?
Certainly, dear.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Louise was using liquid makeup.
It could easily be how the arsenic got on her face, but all the cosmetics from the vanity were processed and no liquid makeup was found.
Chief, I have an idea.
Maybe it'll pass, Vivian.
No, this is a goodie. Remember how you interviewed all the suspects on your phone?
Yes, of course.
All we have to do is check the video and see if at some point that liquid makeup disappears.
Meaning one of the suspects lifted it after their interview. Removed the evidence.
And only 3 suspects were interviewed in Louise's dressing room. Mayor Carter, Victor Foreman, and Clara Buffett. She's doing the runner.
Everybody stay put. Shantea, get the lights.
Let her. Let Tony handle it. Clara's not going anywhere.
Gal's gotta do what a gal's gotta do, dear.
Stall her, Mother.
Clara, dear, come back down the stairs. No one wants to see anything bad happen to you.
I knew Louise was temperamental. All great actors are. I thought she was a special person. But behind all of that talent and in back of the person she pretended to be, she was vile. And she treated me, the president of her fan club, like dirt.
Dear, are you on any medication? I'm on lithium, my daughter's on Prozac. Medication can be most helpful and nothing to be ashamed of. A not guilty due to insanity plea may be your best friend.
I didn't mind her ordering me around. I mean, that's to be expected from important people. But the insults. Did she have to be so cruel?
Have you been seeing a psychiatrist or a psychologist lately? Or ever? I doubt the worst that would happen to you would be hospitalization.
She was the world to me. She was everything I wanted to be, but wasn't. No husband, no children, just the great Louise Lamont. And now, there's nothing much left to live for now that I know the truth.
What truth is that, dear? Come back down the stairs and we can really talk this out.
The truth is, she was nothing that special. Just mean. Really, really cruel and mean.
It's all right now, Clara. It's gonna be fine.
Poor woman. What a fruitcake.
So, did we have a happy ending or not?
Clara Buffett was found not guilty of voluntary manslaughter March 3rd. She is undergoing psychiatric treatment at the State Mental Institute, Clarinda, Iowa.
Oh, not Dragnet again. That's dumb, da-dum, dumb, dumb.
You're the one dating a cop.
You know, Tony told me that you were bluffing.
About what, dear?
There was no video on those dressing room interviews. It was strictly audio.
For those of you who don't live in Serenity, you'll be thrilled to hear that our play was held over for 2 weeks. Packed houses. And in case you'd like to whip up some simple fruitcake with integrity, here's the original Serenity Fruitcake Factory recipe. Just this once. Take a pic with your phone.